Good afternoon.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Uh,
Yeah.
At
Can you
lunch?
just try sharing your screen?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So my screen is visible now.
Yes.
Correct. No?
Yes.
Change
Yes.
also. Just let me know. Is connect coming?
Yeah.
Fine.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Now, so you
The
can
ma'am
stop.
is there, huh? The director.
Yeah. Ma'am will
Director
join.
is
Yeah, she
okay.
will join.
Director is doctor.
Rekha Sinha. Major
Major,
Dr. Rekha
major
Sinha.
doctor. It's in
Rekha Sinha.
bracket. It means doctor. Huh?
Major Dr. Rekha Sinha.
Okay.
Okay, Abhi, you can now stop this share screen,
Yeah.
and when I'll ask you, you can start. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just put the share the screen of that brochure.
Okay. I have stopped.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll start by 2. Because students had classes and all, so we'll
No
wait
problem.
for some more time and then we'll start. Okay. And
All BA students are coming, huh?
BA, BID, and yeah.
All final year students, outgoing students, or first,
It's a
second?
combination of all. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Jennifer ma'am.
Good afternoon, Shanu sir.
Good afternoon, Jennifer ma'am.
Good afternoon, Grima. Bhumi, I think you can start. Bhumi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Bhumika Viraju from MA Economics, welcome you all to this Scholar in Campus session. Without any further delay, I invite Dr. Jennifer Ma'am, a coordinator for the session, for welcome address.
Good afternoon, one and all. I take this opportunity to welcome Major Dr. Rekha Sinha, Director, School of Humanities and Social Sciences and School of Interior Design. Today, Rekha ma'am is in Jainagar campus since ma'am is designated to serve as a guard of honor to the Lieutenant General. Ma'am has conveyed her best wishes and will join the session at any point of time. It's my privilege to welcome the speaker, Dr. Abhinandan N., Assistant Professor, PG Coordinator, Department of Commerce, and Coordinator for E-Cell, Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College for Women, Malleshwaram, Bangalore. Dr. Abhinandan has completed PhD in Microfinance on Micro and Small Enterprises in Dharwad District, Karnataka State, from Kausalyi Institute of Management Studies, Karnataka University, Dharwad. He has completed his Master of Commerce, Accounting and Taxation from Christ University. He has also qualified for UGC NET for Assistant Professorship. Dr. Abhinandan is a lifetime member of Indian Commerce Association. He is also the member of Board of Examiners for CMR Institute of Management Studies, Jyoti Nivas College, and Jain University, Bangalore. Accounts, taxation, finance, HRM, management accounting, principles of marketing, research methodology, and business ethics are his key areas of interest. Dr. Abhinandan has also addressed the sessions as a keynote speaker in various universities of Karnataka on topics like personality development, art of teaching business cases, microfinance and student help group initiative, role of information technology and data management in modern business environment, personality and entrepreneurship development, contemporary issues and challenges of commerce in GST regime. Sir has presented papers in various national and international conferences, and the research papers are also published in national and international journals. Dr. Abhinandan is an experienced team player, brings enthusiasm and energy into group efforts, and is capable of working in collaboration with individuals. He is very articulate, creative, and offers innovative and practical solutions. And the profile of Dr. Abhinandan runs into pages. So due to lack of time, I won't read everything. So Dr. Abhinandan, I welcome you on behalf of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences and School of Interior Design, Jain, deemed to be university. I also welcome the teaching and non-teaching staff and the students for this session. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't know whether I deserve so much, but thank you so much for the introduction over to me. So let me not waste my time. Shall I start my...
Yes. Over to you, Abhinandan.
Yeah,
you can start sharing the screen.
Yeah. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah. So my voice is also audible, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So firstly, very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I think today I'll be taking a session on as a student to talk about your personality, and the title of the I think we all know, must be knowing that what I'm going to talk today. But let me tell you honestly, I've been traveled across the state of Karnataka and have been delivered the personality development and the same topic, like how to find your life purpose before it is too late. Every now and then, I receive a call from the different people, and wherever I'm addressed, and there is a positive change, where I could able to notice, I could able to witness, I could able to see it. So today, my how to find your life purpose before it is too late. I'm not being philosophical, but I'm talking about something which is all required. As an individual, how as a personality is required. As an individual, that we also need to know that what is the purpose of a life before it is too late. So the picture which has been depicting, in the screen, a small child passing to the different stages of a life, and at the end of the the picture, we can all able to see that there is something called a death. So we all passes to the different stages of a life. Probably now you're all the stages of graduation, post graduation. Then once it is done, you're looking for a job. So the process of life cycle will goes on. So in the meantime, in the course of this, that we need to understand that what we need to do in order to make sure that our life purpose, to find our life purpose before it is too late. Something this on, I'm going to talk on this aspects probably, and at the end of the presentation, probably you can introspect yourself that what is your life purpose before it is too late. That is what I'm going to do for this today's session. So let me begin my presentation with this picture. I hope you all can see the picture. One day this will be you. The picture, you can assume your picture by yourself. One day definitely the picture will be yours. So one day this will be you, this will be me, and this will be everybody. But do you know that most people have a regret on the deathbed? What kind of a regrets? Regret of fighting to your parents, regret of not talking to your family members, regret of departing your loved ones. Probably after the COVID, probably you might have seen a lot of people experiencing the kind of deaths. Probably you will have noticed your closed ones, you have seen it. But what I'm saying here is, at the end of your life, most of the people have a regret on their deathbed. The regret is basically that you have so many ambitions in your life, probably you would have not been able to achieve it. So the regret of you being very close to your friends and not talking to your friends for many reasons. And you've been very close to your family members and you've not been talking to them for a simple reasons. You've been very close to your to whoever loved ones it is, but there are small issues, probably you try to be away from them. So this is something that you always takes you something called regrets. The common regret, that most of the people have it as basically, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. You all know that today the situation is such a way that we live in a kind of a fantasy kind of a world. In this fantasy world, we try to lie, we try to cheat, we try to bluff, we try to make fun of ourselves many times, unknowingly, knowingly. So most of the time this thought will come saying that, did I live my life true to myself wherever I am today, whatever I am today? So did I live my life, did I live true to myself? The question will keep on comes to my mind, and I have to answer to that. You keep answering to this, probably you will be able to understand what kind of a regrets you had it. The most common regret, as I've told you, that I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. Most of the time you try to lie to your parents, you lie to your teachers, you try to lie to, as not just you, as a father, as a parent, as a teacher, as an individual, I also tell a lot of lies. So for many occasions, probably, that kind of a situation that we all have experienced it. But certain things, when it has not been controlled, certain thing which is beyond our control, this will come into existence, something called regret. There is one quote by Winston Churchill which says that, I remember the story of an old man who said on the deathbed that he had a lot of trouble in his life, most of which had never happened. I believe this quote because we always make, there is a small problem will be there, we make it as a bigger problem, we make it as a bigger problem and try to crib over it instead of solving a problem, instead of giving a solution to a problem. At the end of the day, or if you look back, the problem which you have faced in your life, you will have an second thought saying that I wish I could have handled the problem, whatever I encountered, the problem which I faced it, in a much mature manner. You all have probably a good memories of your childhood. You might have a bad memories of your childhood. So if you can look back, if you can remember that, probably, you might have some kind of a trouble. You might have something which is very good. So those who had a trouble, at the time of your, at the childhood, probably you can able to recollect and what kind of a trouble which you faced it. So you definitely have to, keep that in your mind, saying that how you can able to overcome this kind of a problems or troubles in your life. So it's just something that you all have to understand. At the end of the day, the problems looks to be very simple. So, the humanity plays very important. So I hope you understood whatever I'm trying to say. It's very scary that we have forgotten many things in life, but that we need to understand. This has to keep in mind saying that the troubles are just part and parcel of our life, that we need to make sure that we have to carry it in such a way that we have to always carry the positive phase of our life, so that the troubles will never affect our day-to-day, the day-to-day activity that you're going to take part. Let me ask you one question to all of you. You can put a chat box message, yes or no. I don't know if you all can, answer to that. Probably my technical problem might come, so you can answer to the yes or no to that. Okay. Do you have a clear life purpose that you could say out loud right now? If it is say yes, say yes. If it is no, say no. I don't know. Yeah. I am getting a chat box. Yes, good. No, yes, and no. Okay. So let me repeat. Do you have a clear purpose, clear life purpose that you could say out loud right now? Yes or no? So I'm saying yes as well as no. Yeah. Equally yes and equally no I'm getting. Okay. Let me tell you honestly, wherever I have done this, now the statistics, if you see it, you will be surprised to see the statistics. But let me show you. Yeah. So 98% of people don't have the clear purpose. It is a fact. If you see the responses, there might be a yes, and probably there might be a no also. But if you specifically ask you, do you have a clear life purpose that you could say out loud right now? There might be yes instantly, there might be no at instant. But when you start looking at what is my life purpose, probably definitely you will get an answer to that. So, but the statistics, wherever I have tried it, 98% people say don't have the life clear purpose. So it is basically, is very scary as hell it is. Okay. In my presentation today, whatever I'm going to do, it completes about why you need a life purpose. So knowing your life purpose is crucial. That is what I'm going to do today. And there are 5 powerful benefits that you can read on. And there are, how to find your life purpose with your 3 simple questions. Probably you can answer to that, you will get an answer, solution to what the purpose is about. And then there are inspiring examples who live their life for the fullest. And there are 6 essential hacks that you have to take it to live your purpose. And there is one new reminder that I have to give it to you at the end of my presentation. So this is what I'm going to do the entire session. Okay, as I've told you, why you should have a life purpose. As I've told you, it's a crucial. Getting to know your life purpose is a crucial. So that is a reason you need to know your life purpose. Always remember, life without a clear purpose is like a driving with a no destination and a no direction. I don't know how many of you agree with this or not. uh, we have a lot of ambitions in our life. We have a lot of visions in our life. We have a lot of things to achieve, So and when we don't have some kind of a destination, when you don't have a direction towards it, so when we are taking it lightly, whatever it comes to our life, what happens is like you drive to a destination where they drive to a direction where there is no destination, where there is no direction towards it. So when you have a clear purpose in your life, you probably, it's like, you're driving to a destination where you have to reach it, and you there's give you subsequent direction towards in achieving the dream what we have got it. When you don't have a destination, when you don't have a direction, what happens is basically that you run out of your gases, basically that you lose your energy, you lose your the strength, you lose your courageous, you lose your confidence, and you're going to have an experience a regrettable death. So you can see the two picture here where one person is running, another person is swimming. Imagine if the swimmer is swimming in an ocean and he doesn't know where he has to go. Do you think he'll come back to a place where he started? That's not possible at all. So basically that when you don't have a destination to reach, when you don't have a direction to reach, so definitely you're going to experience a regrettable death. So life is all about adventure. So if this kind of directions, if this kind of a destination which you don't define it, so definitely the life will not be a pleasant adventure. So that is something that you all need to keep in your mind. Always remember, when life with a clear purpose is like driving with a magic GPS. I hope today the GPS is so popularized to all of us. But always remember, this is all recent trend that GPS come into existence. It's become very handy to our to all of us. If you go, if you still, if you still see the European or American comes to India, they don't believe in asking the routes to localites. Rather, they come out with a map and they start looking for themselves. So when you have a clear purpose, it's like you drive with a magic GPS. Because let me tell you, it won't predict everything, but it will give you, it will guide you a path gently. Sometimes what happens is that you have a Google map in your hand and the destination is right next to you. Probably you all have experienced that the Google map will, play around a lot of times that it makes you round round the place, and they have to come to a destination. So you all have experienced this. As I've told you, the GPS won't print everything, but it gives you a guide. It gives you a reminder that how you have to reach to the purpose generally. That is something that we all required it. And many of the instances that we all required some kind of an assistance, we all require some kind of support, something. So this is something that I just gave an example that with the GPS, it won't predict everything. It gives you guide your path gently. Remember, even with your purpose, you still have to switch your lanes. You have to adopt your life accordingly. If you are love of traveling to a long drive, if you love traveling to go, traveling, in different parts of the cities and different parts of the places, when you're traveling, you might be driving the vehicle, you might be sitting in, somebody's, car or vehicle, and you cannot say that the person who's driving in a one particular lane and to reach the destination. Probably, it's not happens in real life. So what happens is that you get a lot of challenges, you get a lot of difficulties in your path. So you cannot escape from the difficulties and the trouble which you're going to get it. It's very much important that you have to adopt your life path accordingly. If possible, change that particular path and try to go to the different different way, so that you can able to overcome such kind of problems or the troubles in your life. And that is the reason very much important that we need to adopt the switching of lanes, between how we can able to switch our lanes from one lane to other lane. Because what happens is that after this being the COVID, we all have experienced that there is a mood swings. The children will not be the same set of mindset. Nowadays, after early it was a joint family, now it is a nuclear family has come into existence. All of us will be sitting in one corner of the room, and all of us will be using a mobile phone. So it's like, we are completely forgotten about the family kind of a time and attention towards it. So when we have this kind of problems in our life, and we need to make sure that switch accordingly, make sure that we have to come towards such a way that whatever the problem which we encounter in life, we have to switch accordingly, and we have to change our life path accordingly. That is something that we all have to remember. And not just about switching the lanes, it's very much important that you need to take an alternative routes for any kind of an obstacles which you're going to face in your life. I have seen a lot of, my colleagues and my students, what happens is that they come to a college and they go back to a college. Even the colleagues, they come to a college and they go back to the college. After some point of time, I've seen them that, they've been exhausted, they've been, tired, saying that, why should I do this job? Why should I come to the place? I don't want to work. I want to quit, and I want to experience something else. Because what happens is that for years of time, they've been doing the same old thing, but they have not experienced something different. So what I feel that whenever you receive something and obstacles in your life, make sure that try to find an alternative routes. In the beginning also, I've told you that, we have a lot of troubles and we have a lot of problems we will encounter. But when the problems comes, we try to make it a bigger problems. Instead of looking at the bigger problems, we can look into such a way that whatever the problem which comes into existence, we need to look into that, what alternative can be able to taken into consideration, and how we can able to resolve this. And being confident at that point of a time, it's something which is important. So any kind of an obstacles which you're going to face it. So it's a human life, it's all life, we all facing it. And definitely the one or the other problem which you're going to face is one or the other day. So when we get this kind of problems or troubles, obstacles, it's very much important that we need to face it. We have to, we have to face it with the courage. We have to face it with the boldness, and we have to face it with such a way that whatever the problems or the obstacles which has come to our life, that should be overcome. The very best example is about the recently when Indian hockey women's has been entered to the semi-finals, and Indian hockey men's have won a medal. So it's all about something that we all talk about these aspects. It's not about a game. It's not about the mental game. It's all about that how we're going to be on that particular day, and how we're going to face a particular situation on that particular day. So it's like very important that how the obstacles you're going to face it as a player, as a student, as a teacher, as a parent. Everybody have obstacles in our life. So how are we going to face this? How are we going to adopt something that we need to understand? I think you can see one animal which comes out of comes out of the place, and like a fresh air and the fresh recharging themselves, fueling up. I think as a human being that we all need to we have to do this, that every now and then that we have to take ourselves some kind of a time off. We have to take ourselves to recharge ourselves. We have to make sure that to fuel up. It's not about we have to drink something else to increase our energy. No, you should build about cultivating the something which is freshly. You can create some new thoughts in your mind, and you have to start building up yourself, that how best you can able to contribute yourself to the real world. And something that always we have to remember, in the corporate also they talk about this, that after working for so many days and they give us some kind of an off, they can refresh themselves, they can they can take some time off, they can spend time with the family members. In this kind of a situation, what happens is that probably that we are so busy with our the day-to-day activities, and we've not been able to spend a quality time. I'm talking about the quality time to our family members. So we all are so occupied. We all have so one or the other assignments, or one or the other work which we're engaged for. So that is the reason we've not been able to build up that kind of a rapport with our family members or the loved ones. So what I feel that we need to take our time and off. We need to take ourselves some kind of an off from the day-to-day activities, and we have to fuel up. We have to recharge our time. If you go to the European and American countries, if they say that if they are on vacation, nobody will try to call them and talk to them, no matter what kind of an urgency it is. But situation in India is completely different, that if you're in holiday, they keep on calling. So I have experiences. So I was in a leave for so many reasons, but I used to get a call from so and so and saying that this work has to be done. I still remember one lady has, my own colleague actually, she has told me when I was in honeymoon, she told me that I mean, after going there to a place, you can start working and attend a FDP program, which has been organized in our college. So this is all the kind of a situation that we all experiences. So that is what I'm trying to say, that we have to take time ourselves to fuel up, to recharge ourselves, so that the quality of time that you have to spend with your loved ones, at least your life purpose will get your destination eventually. I'm not saying that by doing all this thing you will be able to reach your destination, but definitely you will try to be a part of this and you will try to achieve eventually over a period of time. So there are different benefits having a life purpose, that we all need to understand. The benefit is about that if you have the clear purpose in your life, it boosts your health. Like people who have a clear purpose are healthier and which are less susceptible for developing in Alzheimer's diseases. I think there is movie also has come into a picture. You can remember that movie. And basically that if you have a clear purpose, it boosts your health. It gives you a fresh of mind, a fresh of thoughts. So there is no such kind of a negative thought will come and which overrule you. That is something that you have to remember. And when I'm talking about the benefit is, if you have a clear purpose, you can achieve your goal faster. People with a clear purpose are with more successful, as I've told you in the beginning, before also. Nowadays, the sports have been completely changed. They're not giving about training to a sports. They're giving more about mental strength. They're giving more about the personality. They're giving a strength towards how they have to approach themselves, towards the goal which they have got it. So that is something that they have to understand, that if you have a clear purpose, you can achieve your goal much faster and more successful also. When I'm talking about life purpose, in every now and then you have to take a lot of decisions in your life. Decision is about that whether to do, whether not to do. When I'm taking a decision, always you have to ask a question saying that is that is the decision aligned with my purpose of my life. So when I'm start taking a decision, because in our day-to-day life we take plenty of decisions. When you take a plenty of decision, when I don't know what is the purpose of a life of making a decision. So when you start making a decision which is not relevant to you, which is not required to you, or which is not related to the purpose of a life, probably you end up with making something wrong. So make sure that whenever you take a decisions, you make a lot of decisions in your life, whether to purchase, not to purchase, whether to go, whether not to go, whether to purchase the clothes or not to purchase, whether to go to the restaurant, not to go to the restaurant, whether to go outside the trip or not outside the trip. So you make a lot of decisions. So when you're making a decision, always remember whether the decision align with your purpose of life or not. Always remember when your life is purpose is very clear and you'll be more happier, and you're always happier and you'll be motivated. You give spread happiness to others, and you'll be motivated to others. Directly, indirectly, you're looking at you. There are a lot of people who follow you. I have seen the students, looking at their teachers. I have seen the students looking at their seniors also. So you being a student of your respective classes, whichever classes it is, it may be a UG or a PG. So you'll be happier looking at you. There are a lot of inspiration will be there from your own students with your own groups. From own members, probably a teacher also been inspired by looking at you. The benefit is about that, very importantly, that you live longer. People who have who define the life purpose, who always live longer on average, if you calculate, so they'll be happier. As I said in the beginning only, that when you talk about how to find your life purpose, there are three simple questions that you need to ask yourself. The three pillars in our life, that is passion, skill, opportunity. So the three pillars in your life, that is called passion, skill, opportunity. there is something called a sweet spot, that we all forget. We all, forget to remember what it is. So always remember the three things in your life: passion, skill, opportunity. It has been termed in different ways: attitude, skill, and knowledge. Ask. There is also talk about attitude, skill, or knowledge. It's called ask. So basically, the three pillars in your life, I always keep saying, it's a passion, a skill, and opportunity. Passion is basically that, what is important to you. Skill is basically what you're good at, and opportunity is basically what you should improve. As I already told you, there is basically a sweet spot that you have to remember for, that you have to identify what it is. So when you're able to know what the sweet spot, that in your life, probably the three things which I answered to you, the passion, skill, opportunity, probably you will definitely look for what it is. As I've told you in the beginning also, you can try this, at home after the session ends. You will definitely find an overlap on all these three things. What you have to do is, you answer to the three things: passion, what is your passion is, what is your skill is, and what is the opportunity you have got it. So what is important to you, what you're good at, and what should be improved. You write it in a sheet of paper. Probably after a month, you can open and see. Definitely, you find an overlap in this. That is something that I'm trying to talk about it, so that you have to be very clear with the purpose which your life is all about. So coming to the examples, the inspiring examples of the powerful life purpose is all about. When I'm talking about the inspiring life purpose, when I'm talking about the Nelson Mandela, as an anti-apartheid revolutionary who spent the 27 years in the prison in order to fight for human rights abuses. Former president of South Africa, he became a worldwide symbol of resistance of apartheid. So if you can look into the person and who spent the many years in prisons, and who fought for this nation, for the equality among the blacks and the whites. So I think the purpose of a life is completely different when I talk about the personality like Nelson Mandela. I think you must have known by now, Elon Musk is an entrepreneur, engineer, inventor, CEO of Tesla company and a SpaceX. I think he is a real life inventor of the Iron Man, the Tony Stark. What you have seen in the movie. Again, the purpose of a life, is completely different. I've seen him the technology in revolution. I've seen today, you might have seen in the YouTubes, and you might have the discussion is going on about the Tesla companies coming into India after a point of a time. So if that has been it's come into existence, it's going to be a huge technological. It's already in reality in most of the countries, but there is something that big question mark is there, how it is going to be implemented in India. So that is something that you have to look for. And the other person which I always believe in inspiring is about Martin Luther King, American Baptist minister, activist, humanitarian, and leader in the African American civil rights movement. He is one of the best known for his role of advancement of civil rights using the non-violent civil disobedience based on the Christian beliefs. So something that always believe in that equalities, and I should always believe in that civil right, the kind of movement he has contributed to the civil rights movement in the country like US, and the differences between the black and the white. So that is again which I always inspire on. I have to talk about this Terry Fox. He had a cancer. To fight the cancer, so that he believes that others who don't have suffer from it. So he's actually an athletic, humanitarian, and a cancer research activist who have ran 3,000 miles across Canada with one amplitude leg to raise the millions of cancer awareness, and became an inspiration to for an entire continent. So it's not a joke that you run in one amplitude leg and raise a millions of cancer awareness program to the entire continent. The other inspiring for me is Scott Dinsmore. Today he is no more. He's founder of the Leave Your Legend, an international community of 100,000 plus individuals who are dedicated for helping people in order to build their career, which are exciting them. He died in 2015 while climbing the Mount Kilimanjaro with his wife Chelsea during the year-long round the trip around the world. See, I'm talking about the personalities where their contribution is not for individual, the contribution to the nation, to the world. So there's all which has been contributing for the upcoming or the development of inspiring the many people, many of the youths, many of the young people on various aspects. James Clear is again one of the inspiring person. Is author, researcher on behavioral psychology, habit formation, and performance improvement. His article are read about by over 5 lakh people each month. And if his articles are read by 5 lakh people in each month, so that is something really, there is a magic in his hand. So that is something that I always believe in, that you have to think about something which is beyond for in your life. And I think you must have seen in YouTube, he's a motivational speaker, Eric Thomas. But he's been an American motivational speaker, and as an author and minister, speeches by him was worldwide famous in YouTube. You can you can listen to his speeches, and you can definitely, you also get motivated towards something for a life. Pat Flynn basically is an entrepreneur. He is an internet marketer and founder of a smart passive income, where he teaches and documents his experience in to increase the passive income streams in online business. Today the online revolution has been taking place, and this person is inspired to the many of the young generation to set up their own entrepreneurs and to start up their own business, an online business. It's not an easy thing. One of the other person where I always inspire is about Simon Deebing, making people happier through simple products and epic experience. That is what he always says on that, believes in that. He's an entrepreneur, not just a successful entrepreneur. He is the founder of the Gsoft, the ShareGate and Office Vibe, inspired by simplicity, all the levels. See, why I'm saying all these people is because that you have your own personalities, who are inspired you, who have made some kind of a changes in your life. So you start identify that. You make sure that you look into those the inspiring people or personalities in your life. Probably you will understand the purpose of a life is not just about doing your work and getting back to your place. So something that you have to contribute bigger. You have to contribute to the something very, very broader and wider. There are some essential hacks that you all have to live your purpose. Always remember, when you remember, hacks is basically that you have to steal. Keep your purpose very short. Even for example, words, in terms of words, you can able to remember maximum of 12 words, where you can able to remember, we can memorize it, where it can easier to achieve it. I have seen students, whenever I've traveled to the government colleges, government universities, they all come from the different backgrounds. The socio-economical backgrounds, the demographical background is completely different. So they want to get a government job. So they want to get a job to civil service, or they want to get a job in, they never aspire to become working for a multinational companies. So they want to be in something in an army, they want to be in something civil service or the state service or something, where they can get some kind of a life for their family. So always I remember, I always get to see from them is about that I want to be a civil servant, I want to be an IAS officer. So being an IAS or civil servant is not an easy task, that it's like that you have to do a tapas for years of time. And at the age of 21, the young IAS officer who've been qualified. So you might think he has qualified just like that. No, it requires a lot of hard work and dedication. So that's the reason when you're having a purpose in your life, make sure that you remember that you keep recollecting the same thing over again and again. You memorize it so that it will never go away from your life. So that is something that you remember with the short words, with a maximum of 12 words, and we can able to remember easier. Every now and then you keep seeing that word, so that which makes you, look for, achieve for that particular purpose what it is. One more hack is basically that you have to keep your purpose simple. Don't make sure that you keep a complex words. Even a small, a kid should be able to understand your purpose what it is. When you're having the purpose, with a simple and without having a complex words, that makes others to also contribute towards, success of what it is. And I've seen a lot of people are successful and they thank their parents and thank their loved ones, thank their siblings, being a supportive towards their achieving their goal. So very much important that keep your purpose very simple, so that you can able to achieve without any kind of a complexity, without any kind of difficulties in your life. Make sure that your purpose will always sounds natural. Don't keep something which something which is unnatural, something which you cannot able to achieve it. So repeat that particular the purpose of what is life is as much as possible. If you see a movie and if you are probably you love some kind of a dialogues, and you have seen the people who does a dumb shaps, I think a dub smash and all, you make the videos and they enjoy online, the social media. But make sure that you remember this purpose of your life. That purpose of a life should be natural to you. What it comes to your heart, you should be able to express it. So repeat it as much as possible. Probably in a day you repeat it, so that it makes like a crony poem of a movie, whatever we watch it, that should be able to comes to your life every day. And keep your purpose visible. Wherever they have a study table, wherever you sit, wherever you learn, you make sure that keep a reminder to you. The post, you put it on the post. Most of the time what happens is that we put a timetable where we never follow it. We keep a reminder, but we adhere to break the reminders, and we will do it later. We'll not do it on time, we'll do lately. So very important that keep your purpose visible, so that you write it down somewhere and you try to post it somewhere, and you try to remember that particular purpose what it is, and you try to accordingly live your life accordingly, so that your purpose will definitely be able to achieve it. There is something called illustration. Make your purpose illustrate every part of your life, so that you probably you can I have seen the people who are preparing for civil service, they completely out of the social medias. And I'm not saying it's completely right, but I'm saying that the kind of a dedication they put is basically that they keeping completely away from something which has been distracting for them. And they keep illustrated every now and then. I have seen people, they keep a picture, they keep a, remember the points, much easier. They save it in a computer or phone, wherever they see, day to day, the life which they're going to see. That is something that they all have to keep in your mind. Very importantly, that make sure that you build an accountability. Accountability is basically that when you're able to share, when you're able to share with with the loved ones, when you can share with your siblings, with your parents, with your whoever it is, they're going to contribute very important part of your life. You have to build that accountability. That's what you are 48% more likely to achieve your goals, and you live your purpose if you can share them. So start sharing what you want to be, how you want to be, who you want to be, what to be considered as, what do we want to be as. So we start sharing it, and you build an accountability towards that. This will make you happier. This will make you lighter. And when you see the situation is such a way that we don't talk to our parents at all, we don't express it to our parents. No, I'm not talking about those children who express very freely to the parents, but I'm talking about those students who never share their the feelings, what it is with them, and they never express with the loud words. They keep it to themselves. They make it as the bigger the carrier of the pain and the sorrows. So make it lighter. be accountable to what it is and build an accountability towards your loved ones. And very important, the reminder that I have to give it to all of you is basically that, it's very simple. We have two options in your life. The two option is basically that living or existing. So you live your life with the happy kind of a phases, or exist with the life is with so much of a wish list that you'll not be able to do any of that wish list. So I always believe in the believe in this principle that the two options in our life, that is living or existing, that you have to decide that what you have to be called for, that who do you want to be remembered for, something that I always believe in this. So I think I have told a small message on how to find your life purpose before it is too late. So this is about I want to tell you. But before I go with the questionnaire session, I want to share one small video so that you all can. I hope you have seen this video, if I'm not wrong. But please watch this video so that you will understand what life is all about. Okay, so a small video on man and his mother. In this video, a small narration I want to pass it to all of you as uh, you can experiment this at home today, not today, after a week. Probably if you start doing it, if you ask your mother to give you hands, I'll wash, and probably a tight slap will come to you, I believe. So what I was trying to tell here is we always take very granted, for our loved ones. Make sure that don't take that kind of a granted for your loved ones. Give kind of an appreciation for your loved ones. Many of times, what happens is that mother or wife they cook very nicely and give it to you, and our time is such a today that we all are so occupied, we'll not be able to eat, not be able to give an appreciation towards that. I'm just give a small example like that. So many things has happened in our life. So try to learn to give an appreciation to somebody who are part of your life, and don't take granted for somebody's, that they've been very close to you, and sometimes we take a granted knowingly, unknowingly, that we all need to avoid it. And always remember to start appreciating others, so that the purpose of a life we'll able to understand much better. With a small video, I hope I have made some kind of an impact to you, and open to you. If there is any kind of a doubt, you can share me. Thank you.
So thank you for your very inspiring and thought-provoking address. I request participants to kindly post their questions in the chat box.
I don't know how far I have influenced, but I don't know how far I have explained, made your understood the something which have been talking about this for many years. And every time wherever I go to college, and the different kind of a set of students, the different kind of a thoughts which comes to me, and I get to learn from the students. So honestly speaking, I have traveled to the government universities and the degree colleges, students who come very poorest of the poorest background, and they don't even know how to speak English. And you talk to them, you share them this kind of a thought, probably that's in the real inspiration for them. So I don't know how far I've influenced you, but you please feel free to ask me any kind of a doubt. I will definitely help you out.
Any questions from the participants? Yes, thank you, Dr. Abhinandan, for such an inspiring, for such a motivational speech and insightful talk. You have really touched our lives. Whatever you have spoken is all about like what we are experiencing in our day-to-day life. Like the quality time that we need to spend with our dear ones. We need to take right, appropriate decisions. We need to be happy. That's very essential. The three pillars, what you have highlighted, like passion, skill, opportunities. I think all of the participants will agree with me that it was really an inspiring, and this topic was really required at this point of time. So thank you so much, Dr. Abhinandan.
I should say thank you for the Jain University for organizing this program, and Dr. Jennifer Fernandez for giving an opportunity to come here. And also I should thank Major Dr. Rekha Sinha for also initiating this program to happen. And I thank all the participants being a wonderful audience throughout the session. Thank you so much. I think I'm seeing the comments now, so I'm sorry I could not able to read it in between. Yes. So thank you for all your lovely comments.
Yes, I think over to Aishwarya. Aishwarya, please carry on. Yeah.
Am I audible? A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I would like to begin by sharing a famous quote by Mark Twain. The two most important days in life are the day you're born and the day you figure out why. I'm sure this session today has definitely helped all of us introspect and begin our journey of living a life of purpose. Firstly, I would like to thank Major Dr. Rekha Sinha, Director, School of Humanities and Interior Design, for her relentless support in conducting such delightful and engaging sessions for the students and teachers. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the speaker for today's session, Dr. Abhinandan N., Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and ESEL Coordinator, Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College for Women, Bangalore, for giving us very valuable insights on how to find our true purpose in life. It was indeed a very enlightening session, and I'm sure it has helped all of us immensely. A much needed session indeed, especially during these tough pandemic times. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Jennifer Fernandez, Assistant Professor and Student Welfare Officer, for being instrumental in organizing such a wonderful session and addressing a very important and crucial aspect in life for all of us. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank the teaching and non-teaching staff for their constant support. Special thanks to Bhumika and Pavitra for designing the brochure for this session, and thanks to Bhumika for being the host of the session. I would also like to thank all the students who are here today for attending the session and making it a huge success. Thank you, one and all.
I think there is one message has come in the chat box. My question, it does money play a role in achieving goals? Thank you, Aishwarya, for your
Vote of thanks. Yeah.
vote of thanks. I think there was one small message in the chat box. I just want to reply to that
Yeah,
message.
please. Yeah.
I don't believe in this. Honestly speaking, my question, like what they asked me, money play a role in achieving goal? Honestly, no. Not the money. Money, we cannot buy everything. Certain times, you see the COVID, money is there, life is not there. Money is there, but no hospitals, no beds. So I have experience in about this. What happens is that my brother is a doctor, my sister-in-law is a doctor, is in AIMS, Delhi. So he got COVID. So the hospital take care of everything, but for him there was no bed. So we waited at least for a week to get us bed, but he's fine today. And my father-in-law is a doctor, and getting a bed, is well-known doctor in in Mysore district, and getting a bed for him was very difficult. What I'm saying is, money is not everything. To achieve a goal, don't keep such goals which has that money. So keep those goals which does not have money, so that you can achieve it without influence of this. And as I've told you, money will not give you happiness. At the end of the day, when you spend time with your loved ones, with a small kid, with your wife or loved ones, or parents, or mother, as a woman, probably once you get married, you leave your house and you go to a in-laws place, and you all know the pain of it. Not just you, the pain is about that your parents will also experience the same pain. What I'm saying is, money is not everything. So if you have that kind of a goal, I feel that please don't keep that goal at all. So personally, that is my word which I want to say. I have answer to that question, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else would like to ask any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please
Ma'am,
go ahead. Please go ahead.
like sir said, share your ideas, whatever you want to say, whatever purpose you have in your life, share it to your siblings and parents. In personally, what I experienced, whenever I share anything to my siblings or anyone, I could not achieve that. And when I keep it secret, I really achieve that, because I was not focusing more on that I have told them and I have to achieve, rather than I'm just focusing what I have to do. So it's been like doing a competition with them. It's like that when we when we tell our what purpose we have in our life to reach that goal. So that's what happened with me. I don't know about others. It's my personal experience.
Yeah, even me, Mohammed. Even happened with me. If it was secret,
I completely give I completely accept what both you are saying. Now, what I'm saying is, don't share something. I'm not saying that you should share everything with your siblings, your loved ones. Make sure that you share such a things which makes you lighter, which makes you feel better. As a person, honestly speaking, I don't share everything with my parents, nor with my wife, nor with my friends. Sometimes, looking at my face, my wife or my parents start, indirectly start coming towards, and asking me what happened. And when I start sharing it, I get a confidence. Yes, somebody is besides me. It's not that they are not besides you. Mr. I completely agree with you that when you said about I share my siblings and I will not be able to achieve it. I'm not saying that you share it and don't achieve it. Keep it those confidential and achieve it. And what I'm saying, in order to achieve your goal, to make it easier, to make it lively, to make it it's not that you are achieving together alone. You're achieving as a whole, as a team. If you go to Olympics, if you are playing as a team, that's what that comes to, as a player, that I'm not achieving as an individual, I'm achieving as a team. So you should also keep that in your mind, that I'm not achieving individually. You should achieve individually, but you should achieve as a team. That is something that, you need to know the acceleration and the brake. You need to know where to put the brake and where to accelerate it. And the moment when you balance this life, the acceleration, the brake, probably you will have the better, this. And I'm saying that my personally experience, what I'm saying is you can balance this both, about braking and accelerating. So brake certain thing which you don't want to share certain thing which you want to share it. So definitely that will help you, Mr. When Yogeshwaran was talking something, I interpreted.
Yeah, sir. Just imagine yourself in a situation, you're walking towards a goal, and suddenly you got nearly 8 to 6 months of break.
Okay.
So in that break, you could not concentrate on your goal. What would you do after you come out of the break?
No, there are many instances. I'll tell you. I'll tell you my own student, who was in coma for nearly 6 months. And she wanted to be a civil servant. It was in tears for me, because she could not able to speak for years and months wise, and she come back normal, and it has taken a real life challenge that she has to go back to her cycle, where she has stopped and where she has to start. That is where I was trying to tell. Life is all about like driving a car. So the car, it may be a vehicle. If you see the Bangalore roads, it's so very bad, and it's up to you. The key and the brake and the acceleration, the gear is all with you. You have to see to that how you're going to drive that particular car. If you drive roughly, the car have no mileage and it will pollute you. That's why I'm saying you make sure that even if there is a tremendous of a gap is no problem, but make sure that you have that kind of a zeal, come back towards and start achieving. I'll tell you, my sister friend, she is almost 25, 30, 28 probably now. At this age, she's saying that I want to prepare for civil service examination. So you can see after completion of her engineering, she has completed engineering, and she has worked, she has got a best entrepreneur award after spending for 5 to 6 years in that career. And she's saying that I want to come back to something that my heart is saying that I want to wish to achieve for something. I want to be a civil servant. Probably most of you have, like, I can see the DP as a Bharatanatyam dancer. Probably I can see a cartoon. There are so many people out there. I think I heard that you all from fashion designing, from MSc, MA, whichever the stream, you all have it. You want to be an economist? You want to be a fashion designer? I think you have a life to go on. I think you all can achieve it. No matter where whatever the gap that has been taken. If you say like that, think about a woman. Those women who are maternity, because of the maternity, they give up the job, and after many years of this, they come back, and they want to compete with this on the mainstream. So I mean, I'm saying that no matter whatever the gap it is, so always you have to think for your goal that you have to achieve for it, and always believe in such a way that your goal is not independent goal. Your goal is the goal of the entire team. So that you have to build your team as a family, as a friends, as a loved ones, that you have to cultivate. That is something that I want to insist on. Vignesh, I hope I answered to you.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, any more questions? Okay, so participants, can you switch on your videos so that we can take a pic? I request all the participants to switch on the video.
As one chat message has come, behind a man's success, there is a woman. Do you agree, sir? But it cannot be applied to anyone. Sometimes someone could achieve a goal by his own hard working. No, I completely agree what first statement is. For every success of mine, my mother is there. And for every success of mine, somebody, my ladies, my woman is there. Even the department, if I've achieved something, my staffs are there. In my staff, I'm the only male faculty, rest all female. So it happened for many years. Even today, it's the same case. In the previous institution, also same case. So whatever I've achieved today, whatever I have done today, a PhD or whatever qualification. So definitely there is a strong pillar is there. I completely abide to that. Yes.
Yeah, participants, can you switch on your videos, please? Yeah, thank you. So I thank one and all for being part of this session. And thank you, Dr. Abhinandan, for accepting our invitation and, for giving such an insightful talk. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank all the
Thank you. Once again,
participants. Yeah, thank you.
once again, I thank the institution and Dr. Jennifer Fernandez and the director and the Jain University, all the team. Thank you for this program and opportunity. Thank you. Have a good day and God bless you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.